Unsung heroes of acting.
Don't get uptight with me, man. Because if you do, I'll have to give you a dose of medicine. And if I spike you, you'll know you've been spoken to.
You wouldn't spike me, you're too mean.
If I medicined you, you'd think a brain tumour was a birthday present.
English character actor Ralph Brown is perhaps one of the most prolific and hardest working actors around today. Yet, by all accounts, he has remained pretty much out of the limelight. His versatility over a 40-year career is astonishing, and he possesses chameleon-like qualities which make him an exciting presence on screen. While he has tasted fame with roles as diverse as Star Wars and Wayne's World 2, true recognition has eluded this very talented and skillful performer. By his own admission, Brown's main focus has always been film and television. He first made an impact in a semi-regular role on The Bill, playing a bigoted and racially prejudiced policeman.
You play, kids.
Look what the sergeant's just brought in. Have to come, I suppose.
Even this early on in his career, one can sense the ease that he displays in front of the camera, the great skill of throwing away lines, the casual delivery, and his unforced natural presence.
Come on, me old son. There's a nice boy. Come on. Come on, my beauty.
Perhaps one of his most memorable performances came early on in his career, where he played the drug-addled hippie, Danny, in the cult classic With Nail and I.
Is it possible to make a Camberwell carrot with anything less?
Who says it's a Camberwell carrot?
I do. I invented it in Camberwell, and it looks like a carrot. Do you realise this gaff's overrun with rodents?
What's astonishing about this performance is its unexpectedness. A masterfully controlled and underplayed portrayal of an outrageous character, the casual delivery, the throwaway quietness. It's an expert example of playing the comedy with total conviction and seriousness. One would have expected this role to have catapulted Brown into the A-list of stardom, but bizarrely this was not to be. It's interesting to note that Brown would revive this particular character in the form of Del Preston in Wayne's World 2.
I learned it from Keith Richards when I toured with the Stones. This may be the reason why Keith cannot be killed by conventional weapons.
It's the only time in Brown's career where he could be accused of repetition. Having said this, Del Preston is still a very memorable and entertaining invention. Brown's skill for playing people bombed out of their minds can be seen in a much later example, The Boat That Rocked.
Hi. I'm sorry, man, but who are you?
Bob? Smooth Bob? Bob Silver, the Dawn Treader. I do the early morning show.
It's a vastly different character to With Nail and I and Wayne's World, in that here he creates a vulnerable, sad, and touching portrayal of a simple, shy man with a complex past.
I keep myself to myself. A lot of sleep, fair amount of drugs, total immersion in the vinyl. You know, got to listen to the music if you're going to give the people what they need.
Amen.
You know, in their heart and their soul.
Brown's career is also peppered with playing various authority figures. His role here, in a respectable trade, as a doctor with a conscience, is particularly noteworthy for its empathy and strength.
How can I despise you? My university was endowed by a slave owner. All my patients are traders. This shirt is made from cotton picked on the plantations. We all profit from the wreck of Africa.
He's also very adept at portraying police officers, detectives, and superintendents. Whilst playing these characters, he still manages to find differentiation. What's notable in these kind of performances is the fact that he conveys authority and intelligence just through his body language. Then, of course, there's his quiet delivery, where the energy is controlled and subdued.
You didn't come in yesterday.
No, sir.
Why not? Why didn't you come in?
Another great example is his role as the fastidious, by-the-book policeman, Frank Morgan, in the highly respected Life on Mars.
Pretty straightforward, I think. Find Hunt, we find the killer. Last piece of the jigsaw, eh?
These law-abiding authority roles are in direct contrast to another type of persona he plays well, that of the petty crim, the spiv. An early example can be seen in The Crying Game.
Well, didn't you? Well, come on!
The energy is odious, sometimes aggressive. Here is a more humorous example.
Do you want to get on the roof?
No, you go.
Why can't you go?
I'm holding the steering wheel.
Well, I'll hold it.
No. I need it. For comfort.
A variant on this kind of character is the petty crim with the big ideas.
And what are they going to want most in life?
Out.
Right.
But they can't get out.
Not by road they can't. So what are they going to do?
Pass.
Boats out. We've got to get into boats.
Then, of course, there is the gangland boss.
How's my horse?
Miami. He's a beauty.
Listen, I don't want too much competition on Saturday. Don't want the horse under pressure in his first race.
Well, lads are sorting that out. He won't have anyone breathing down his neck.
Yeah, no point taking a gamble.
That's what I thought.
What's at play in most of these characters is their affability, a looming sense of violence under an exterior of quiet. Humour is often present.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of tonight's event, Gordon Grimley, a.k.a. Urban Jungle Boy, will treat us all to a live reading.
Brown's also adept at playing the ordinary man with everyday struggles. He can make himself small to suit the type of persona.
So you've had a good laugh about us then, haven't you, eh? Yeah? The joke team? Team that plays with 4 men? Well, I tell you this, I'm not flogging myself to death for you or Reg Welsh or anybody else for a bet.
There is a nice, almost cheeky everyman quality to these sorts of roles, as seen here.
Something you bollocks. Stealing my image, you bad bastard. Steal my soul, why don't you?
Hey, some of us have got to make a living. I'm an artist.
This artist more like.
Yeah.
Then there is the victim of circumstance, or the odious man with limited power, out to make a quick profit.
What kind of ransom do you get for a Roman these days?
2 talents. But I'd pay 3 to watch a Roman drown.
You get 50 for me alive.
And who would collect it?
What's also very impressive about Brown's career is his ability to play all sorts of nationalities with great skill.
What time is that? 1830 GMT. So he took 2 hours to go black, filled the drop, was arrested, and his wife took an extra 2 hours grace time and called us.
In Stoker, he is a southern sheriff.
In a hurry? Know how fast you were going?
Vivace ufficioso, Mr. Sheriff.
Pardon?
Then, of course, there is his appearance in Star Wars, The Phantom Menace.
Those are the forward stabilizers.
And those 2 control the pitch.
You catch on pretty quick.
What's striking about Ralph Brown's extraordinary career is his versatility. He can play characters big and small, endearing and odious. He is an actor that ultimately refuses to be typecast. What's most surprising is that true recognition for this remarkable actor has remained largely elusive. But perhaps, for an actor like Brown, he is content to allow the work itself to do the talking.